All right, I think we are live. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so here we are again. Uh, all right then. Uh, Let me just start project. Uh, so this is running, and we'll see how it goes. All right, so we were here. And we did some change in so here we are. So we are getting an error over here because result.map is not we've let me just see what changes did we did. uh, let's do a get diff. On the users repo we updated this thing. Okay. So we updated this to transactions. Now let's see what do we get here. I'm just passing some rec, right? So maybe let's see. Let's refresh this and we'll see what log do we get. So we get this thing. It has transactions and it has a record. So this rec has a transaction struct that has array of transactions, right? So we are getting error over here, line number 29. This thing results. I have records and transactions, so maybe we need to update this. Oh, cool. What else do we have? We have records and transactions. Right. Hmm. So this results have record and transactions. Come on now. It should be gone now. Yes. Now this load more has to be updated. Over here I can say or the results dot records. Man, is DSA necessary? If yes, how to learn it? DSA is necessary, only the basic part. You don't need to be heavy on it unless you are trying to crack some Wang Mang or other things. Why so andhera? Again electricity gone. Yes, we live in a world where this happens. Let me just now I'll have to like remove this PC monitor and I'll have to work from my laptop. Let me know if you are able to like see the screen and all. I guess no, right? Oh man. Let me just like reorder everything. I will remove this thing. Add this thing. आ गई भैया. It is back. Electricity is back. Let me again do some changes. Hello, hello. Hello, Yash. I'm doing good, man. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. I need to ask me into a repo, and that is a huge repo for open source contribution. How can I understand that repo and what's going on in there? It becomes too overwhelming. Yes, you can just like take a clone in local, delete the .git folder, and try to run it. If you face any problem, go through readme file. There should be instruction. If there is also a problem, then politely ask the maintainer, any of the maintainers, that you are getting this thing and you want to contribute or like work on it. So if possible, they could help. Otherwise, you can keep trying and go through the errors, what is there, and start by creating the good first issue, even if they are solved only on your local, so that you can have the understanding. This way you could just nail it. All right, is it good now? Are you able to see? Are you able to see, brothers? Should I or should I not ask cursor for explanation of what's going on in the repo after cloning it? What? No. No, man. Ask for the errors if you don't figure it out after thorough researching of what is going on. Then only ask. But if you are like working on open source project, try to do it yourself. No problem. No worries. All right. Okay, so this thing. So if load more is greater than this, so instead of this thing, maybe we can have it. What else do we have? Transactions, right? And this is still calling, so this handle load mode disabled, we have to keep a track here as well. If limit is within results dot records, cool, this is disabled now. So how do we kind of remove this thing? I mean, it's not a blocker, but I think it's a warning. So okay. Do we have anything else to do here? No. Cool, this part is done, so let me just push it. Transaction push origin. So come on, internet slow. API changes for transactions. Alright, this is done. Now what? So this part here, profile section is this, right? Groups is this. One thing here, yes, I need to figure out based on the date range if a group is active, completed, or recent. Right, so we need to make them filter. Now let's see. Okay, so this is all active completed. Yes, 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 yes. So these are the filter and their labels. So this is what it's doing. Ended, it's doing if the pool status is ended, but here is the issue. This should be based on date range, right? So active would of course be if the current date would be less than or equal to the pool. And I think we have this thing, right? I need to make a log here. Okay, this is the thing. So we have created at, we have a life cycle, and we have an end over here. So it's clear we have two things, end and created at. So that is the date range. We need to play around it, right? So we have end and created at. So active would be if pool dot created at. I'm just writing it, right? So because we have to handle dates, I'm just making a raw logic over here. Pool dot end, and date would of course and recent would be all. It's using, right? New date, created date, get time. So it is sorting. Okay. What else do we have? Are we using moment, right? That is cool then. So we can use movement over here. Let me just fetch this thing. Give me a minute. Pool we can say is after and is before. A date 1, date 2 has to be wrapped in moment, right? So I'll say is before poo dot end. What is this? And the same goes for is after. Now let's verify this thing. Also let me know if you have some copyright free music, like completely copyright free music that I can use on my YouTube, like behind any stream. So that would be good. That would be good. And whoever is watching the stream, say hi. Why not use enums where, oh, in that case, in this, just like that. Enum should be used if we have like kind of fixed like possibility. Yeah, enum should be used here. Nice find. Yes, nice find. I give you on that. Absolutely correct. If I the groups, let me just say active. Ended. And it is 1. What? What the hell? Active. Currently there are, it shows 1, 2, 3, 4 active. Pool dot and so create that would be oh 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 oh. Yes, now that makes sense. Active, no. Ended, yes. All of these are ended, right? And if I just make an active, no, recent, great. So this is done. Let me just add this again. Let me check if we have anything on server. No. Exam in 20 minutes. Noise. Good luck. Good luck, Hemant. All the very best. Alright, let me revisit everything to see if there is an issue. We have all these things here, right? We only have a notification thing over here, but I don't know if this should be used or not. Where will we use this? We have events here. You know what? We should remove these things like events from here, and instead of search we should show favorites. On the events I'm showing all these things, right? Event should be a proper event, an upcoming event or something. For that this has to be from the back office. So let's do one thing. First of all, remove this thing from here. It's in profile section. Yep, this one has to be gone. This has to be gone too. And cool, this is done. Yeah, on the profile section I have this card over here, right? This has all these things. On the privacy section it's nothing. Help center has some FAQs and all. Contact support. So this opens this thing and this, and yes, request callback. Now with this button it says submit it. But this basically should cool. do this part. Let's do this part, then we will go on the app again from like end to end. Let's do this part first. Request callback. This should not be there. And when I do this, this closes, and there should be a call. Submit callback request, and yeah, we can fetch all the details from there, but we have to define this thing, right? So we have dispatch here. I think this is going to be over here. Let's say user func, right? So I can say I'll just give it a name. I'll just use try. And over here I can just need to figure out what this users look like that has results any. All right, maybe so there will be two. I think we should fire two emails, one for the admin and one for this guy as a receipt. Right, and we'll just add the token, so maybe we can just do this thing from here. And here we will have our actual thing. here I'll have press. We'll resolve it. So this is res is resolve, and this underscore res is the response, right? And over here on dot catch we'll have error, and once we receive any error we will reject it. This should be used here. But it's not exported. What are you saying? Response is declared. What the heck is this? So maybe we can just right. And let's do it here on the very top. Hello, orphan. How you doing? I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Thank you for stopping by. We don't need here any payload, right? So we only would be needing MySQL pool and a logger, right? And it will return something that implements a responder, right? So for the time being, we can just simply say so we can just call our mailer API from here. What are you building? No, yeah, I'm just working on a project. So it's a mobile application, front end React Native, back end Rust. Currently, I'm working on a submit callback request feature. And nothing much, it just call to my mailer utility. I will just attach calls, pass in some parameters, and done. Boom. It's a kind of users, they create pools and then play. It's in like it's a MVP right now. The idea is to users will just contribute on something, like do some contribution of money, and then that money would be, they can use it anywhere. Yes, it's in Rust. So Thor, have we like met before, like in streams, or you just like you are watching this first time? Okay, this is and don't have anything over here, right? Only have this function. I was there 2-3 days ago. Okay, noise. Right. So we may have to write another function for that. What we can do is and put this guy on CC here, right? So okay, so now here one thing I'm doing, so I'm going to show you how you can extract the, so let's say if there is a request and the token is attached on every request for verification, and we have a middleware for that verifies the token. Are you a student? No. I mean, if you ask, I'm learning Rust right now. It's been a year now, but I'm still learning it. But professionally, for my living, yes, I work for a company. How about you? Are you working somewhere? Are you into tech? If yes, what's your tech stack? Okay, so yes, a request. So here, yeah, let's start from here. So this is our device, right? And here is the call that will make to our server, right? I'm learning Go. I'm a college student, by the way. Awesome. Awesome. Great. So yeah, so this is my client and this is my server. So what we have done is, whenever we make a request to our server, on every request we have a token, right? And the token on the server side, over some utility, let's say a middleware, we validate this thing, right? We validate the token, and while validating, and there is another function when logging, when we log the user in, we attach some information on that token, so that whenever we make a request, it gets like decrypted and validated, and we just match the data from front end, just validate that okay, this is a valid request. So what we did was we matched a user ID over here. So you have to be like really uh, cautious about what to add on that token. You should never add a secret or that kind of thing, because if the token is out, that can be like, you know, decrypted and decoded at over here. So we are using jot tokens for that. So it has like these three parts where a header, a payload, and a secret, right? This secret is used to encrypt or to just make the token very strong. And this payload is have some info like issued at, issue, who is the issuer, what is the expiry, and what is the subject, what is the name, or whatever data we want to attach. And this header would have the info about the algorithm, it is SHA-256 or something, you know. So that we should not care about this thing. So this is what jot look like. It has three parts separated by this thing dot. So this is the header, this is the payload, and this is the secret. Okay, so on this payload we should not attach any secret to anything. We should only have or attach the ID only, right? So that's what we did. We attached ID over here, right? And this ID we will validate it by decoding the token in our middleware. And when we receive this ID, then what is the benefit of this thing? First of all, it just add a step of validation onto every request. So any other request that doesn't have a valid token or doesn't have a token at all will never process through our server. Okay. Secondly, we don't have to like pass the user information of who is calling or making a call to a specific endpoint, because whenever we decode it in a middleware, right, we have the user ID who is calling. So because a user has logged in, and that token that is saved on its device has the logged in user ID, and that user ID is already there on the token, so we don't have to send each time. So there are like, these are some benefits. So that's why I made an empty parameter call. And when I use a request, when I fetch that the user attached on that request, I'll get that user ID. So let me just show you on the main what I did. So as you can see, I have this thing, wrap function over here. This wrap function is used to attach middleware onto this thing. I have used a from function. Now this will attach a middleware function. So if you want to go through it, there is a detailed document. You can find it on ActixWeb's documentation page, right? And I have written this checkauth. Now this checkout decodes the token, figure out the user ID, and attached it on the request. Now attaching it on the request is itself a topic that we have to, that you have to take in account, because you cannot or you should not like alter the body of the request. Any request that comes in, you should not alter that body of the request, right? So ActixWeb provide another way. It provide let me just go through it. So if you want to attach something, right, what it does, so see, here is the header value that we extracted, and we are just validating this thing. So you see, I'm using HS256, and if you go through it, it has on the header, it has HS256. Okay, so this validation, and I just decode it. I have this claims struct over here. It will map it to this. When I decode it, I have a token, I have a decoding key, a secret that is used here, like, and this validation is this thing, the header that I'm passing. So combining all these three things, a decode method of a JSON web token crate, it decodes it. If it's decoded, it's okay. If it's not, then it's an invalid token. We can just send back to the user that it's unauthorized, right? Once decoded, I'll figure out the claims. Now here are the things on the claims.sub. If you go over here, claims, on the claims.sub, I'll have the all these details over here, right? So I attached a user ID to it. Now current user is the struct that I created. It has a user ID, and claims.sub have the user ID when I logged in or when I created the jot token. So this is the current user. Now this thing is, you don't have to, what the fuck, you don't have to update or alter the request body. ActiveWeb provides is this thing called extensions. So every request has extensions, and you have to attach that anything that you want to pass in onto the next, either a controller or repository, that request, that you have to use extensions. So attach it to the extensions. So what is extensions? Extensions is a map or a dictionary, you can say, that is on the request, and you get it by using extensions mute, because you want to mutate the extensions. So request.extensions mute, and you will insert this by wrapping the current user on the arc. Why arc? Because you will, because it has to deal with the threads, right? And it has to be passed in between. So we'll wrap it over here, the current user. We will insert it on the extensions map or dictionary or list that is there, right? So this is how you attach a data to request, not in the body, not in the header, that should be avoided. But extensions method on the ActiveWeb, it provides a function extensions mute, that you just have it and just insert the data in it, and this will be available now because it's in the request. Now wherever the request passes, either in controller or in controller, let's say controller, it has to be reached on controller. So on the controller you can just extract the user from there, right? So this is the middleware that decodes the thing. If it's properly decoded, it attach the user ID and decoded from the token to the extensions of the request, right? So control users, now we are here. Now how will, because the it is, the token has been attached on the extensions, now how will I get this thing over here? So here I can also implement a check. If the, you know, the item is not present, I can just simply return from here as the request has unauthorized. So extensions, so this is the thing we'll do. We'll have the extension from request.extensions, and we will get it because we have wrapped it in arc. So we will just get the value, and the type would be arc of current user, right? So over here I'll have request as http request, right? And I can say let extension is equal to reg.extensions, right? And what does it return? Let's dissect it. Okay, so what we'll do, so let's say extensions dot get, it returns an option, right? So if I receive do a get, it needs this thing, right? So I'll say arc, and this should be this get, right? So what I'll do, I'll have the type over here, that is arc, and the, it is wrapped in current user. Damn, what kind of problem do I have? Electricity problem? What? What can I do now? I will have to remove this thing again, have to set some, like, this is screen recording. This is NeoVim. Yes. Yes, it is. Now this returns an option. So I can use a if let statement over here. So I'll say if let some current user, I'll get it over here, and else I can just make a response here, right? Unauthorized. Damn, I'll have to now figure out how can I just get my monitor again. Till the electricity is not here. Let me just remove this thing. Oh. Give me a minute, guys. I need to adjust few things. Are you able to see, by the way? If I do this, no, you can't see, right? The content is not updating on the screen. You know what? Let me just let me just close this thing. I will have to again add this thing. Oh, you know, the reason why I don't work on my PC, it has like Arch, and I really love to work on that. The only reason I'm not able to work on that is due to electricity. My UPS is all fucked up. Electricity is, as you can see. Is it visible? I hope. Yeah. Okay, so this is an unauthorized thing, and I'll just use JSON API response. Oh man, string. Consider using a semicolon here. Why? Why should I? Mm. So yeah, this is it. Uh, this looks interesting. What exactly are you developing? Curious to know. Yeah, I'm working on an application, mobile application. Front end is in React Native. The backend is in Rust. So I'm working on that currently. Working like on the feature where I have to just generate an email to the admin and the current user. Hmm. So how is everything going? I guess we can chat till the electricity is not here, or we can just like kind of code in between. So if you know any like good copyright free uh, music that I can use it in my stream, just like that, play this song and album on your live stream with no fear of this thing. So I need this kind of music. I hope this is good. Let's get to it. Right, so and over here when I get the current user, now I'll have to create a function that sends the email to admin and let's search something. Okay, so what should we do in the meantime? Should I just continue, or should we wait for electricity so that I can connect in my monitor and then work? Or should we like watch something? Any news, anything that you want me to check? Oh yes, let me just share some of the things. Like I already did that, but again I'm doing. So if you want to like check out my GitHub, so this is it. I have some repositories for like beginners, if they are like learning Rust, so that they can contribute. So I have like 2-3 projects there that I have also created the like videos of. So you can check that out. Two viewers we have. So guys, what is up? What is up? How you doing? X days. Ooh. Conflicts. Do the dogs do even know who they are? I mean, he can fucking bite his leg off in one bite. All right, all right, all right. Okay, let's carry on now. So what do we have to do? We have to write a utility. We call it, where's the eraser? We call it mailer. We call it mailer. Yes, electricity is back. Ooh. I guess we have to again do that. Okay, okay. Yeah. So let's do that now. Maybe we can just... No, we can't. Ooh, hoo, hoo. I haven't just like turned on the mic. Mm, Maybe we just send the email to admin and keep the user in CC, right? So we will say dear admin. Right, and over here I can just add in method get callback config, get miller config. So here I can just update this function. I'll say get callback config. Alright, you guys, if you are watching this, say hi. Come on, let's say hi and make sure you like this stream. Alright, and the handles that you can see on your chat window, be sure, I mean, you can check that out. It's GitHub. If you want to contribute to the Rust for Beginners project, you can do it there. I have several projects for the beginners there. Okay, so this is it. We have all these things, body config dot body, and we can just share in user here, user email here, right? And this user email would be this user email would be, it would not be an email because this has to be user email. Okay, this thing would be, because we have a config here, so I'll say config dot from email. Basically it should have the admin. So from maybe we can, okay, yeah. A user email would be there. It should be user email. And I don't know, it is just parsing it. Okay, it is just parsing so that it doesn't have any, you know, it's just for safety. And we have a subject here. What the fuck? What in the world are we living in? You know what? I'm just going to close this stream now. I'm not going to end of work like that. We hardly have electricity here. This is admin. Right now, let's go on the body. So email will be erased from here. So I'm using this. I'm using this thing, right? So how will I message? I'm just using Google Auth OAuth 2 for this thing, and I'm using letter for this thing, right? So I need to figure out. This shit is dying. Okay, so where were we? Yeah, I need to figure out how we can just use how to send Multiple emails using letter and Rust. So I can add multiple 2 here, right? Add multiple 2. Okay. Basically it should be an admin email right here. Admin email. Right. This thing is of course not available, so we'll just make this thing here. It's a from email, right? This has to be changed to from email, and the same thing has to be replicated. All right. So we have admin email now. User email, admin email. We can also update kind of generic thing here. Okay, this has to be formatted. That's okay. It's all cosmetic, we can always change it, but the issue is this should be working, right? Send call back. Here I have current user's ID, so maybe I can get a current user here. Give me a minute, guys. I have to relieve myself. I'll be back in a minute. Okay. All right. So maybe we should end this stream now. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for joining me. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.